next guest knew from a very early age that scents help create memories. He's taken that knowledge after a very personal life event and curated his own gender-neutral line of fragrances. It's called House of Beau. Welcome, Bernardo Möller. Nice to see you.
Hi, Olga.
All right, so your history is pretty amazing here. Look at this background. Your parents are Italian-American and German-Mexican.
Correct.
Oh my gosh, but you grew up in Guadalajara, which is in Mexico. Tell me about all that and growing up.
Yeah, you know, I really had a multicultural background, and thinking about it now, I feel like it was so different from all my friends because my mother was American and my dad was German-Mexican. I just had a very different points of view on life in general. And
that takes you to where you are today. But an experience really turned your life around. What was that, Bernardo?
Correct. Well, you know, Olga, I've been a fragrance fanatic since I was really young. Since I was 13, I collected perfumes, and it's a passion that I've had in the back of my mind for a really long time. And my father unexpectedly passed away from COVID.
I'm so sorry.
In 2020. It makes you question what your purpose is in this life experience. So for me, immediately I knew it was going to be something with fragrance.
So tell me about the vision with House of Beau, how it came to be, and what you created.
So we created a line of 3 gender-neutral fragrances, and I knew from the very beginning we wanted to celebrate our heritage, which is Mexican, and all the caps are made from travertine marble. They're hand-sculpted pieces individually by local Mexican artisans.
Oh, wow.
And we also have sustainability emphasis throughout the whole brand, right? Like all the ingredients are sustainably sourced, natural, organic, and the bottles made from recyclable glass.
It's beautiful. What makes the scent so different, and also just putting on, because a lot of people say, you know, my perfume on me is not the same like on you.
Correct. Well, first, everything is inspired by something from my childhood in Mexico. And I think that definitely fragrances do change with your pH, which we have a primer for. And
I love this.
Yeah.
And what does the primer do?
So the primer is what it does. It actually protects the perfume from your skin's pH.
That's amazing. And when it comes to the smells, it lasts a long time. It's very nice. It's soft. I don't like it to be so strong.
Yeah. So the one that you tried on is called La Mar, and that is inspired by a place in Mexico that I used to go a lot called Sayulita. It's basically, if you can imagine wearing a floral fragrance and coming out of the ocean, that was the inspiration for this. It's 3 white flowers, has Mexican gardenia, jasmine, tuberose, and then a little bit of almond milk and coconut and seawater. So that's the marine part of it.
Speaking of inspiration, I read here that you worked with perfumer, my goodness, Rodrigo Flores-Roux. Tell me about that.
It was amazing, really. He's somebody that I've looked up to for a really long time. He's Mexican, so I always knew that I wanted to do my first collaboration with him because he would be able to understand my background and my inspirations, right? And in fact, there's like a beautiful story behind Espíritu, which is a fragrance that's inspired by my dad. When we were going back and forth in the creation of this fragrance, I was very specific on the ingredients. And one day Rodrigo called me and he's like, Bernardo, I have the perfect ingredient for this woody scent that we're trying to develop. And I said, what is it? He said, it's Machilis wood. So this type of wood is a very specific type of tree from Mexico that happened to be my whole childhood home that my dad built was surrounded by not one tree, all of these trees. So for me, that was really like a manifestation from my dad, or a validation
of your purpose.
And that's why we named it Espíritu, which means spirit.
Oh, that's so sweet. I wish you all the luck. What is your father's name?
Thank you. His name was Enrique.
Enrique. Well, I'm glad Enrique inspired you, and I'm sure he's looking down and saying, well done. Yes. Well done, my son.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining Lifestyles Plus. We're going to be back with more fascinating stories on the next show. We'll see you soon. You take care.